Welcome back everyone. My name of course is DM Rhino and welcome to another video of how to make. These are my how to make videos on how to make characters in D&D Beyond. Whether you're new or whether you're old, these are fun to share with your group or your party. If you have a new party that doesn't understand how to make a character, or if you just want to make a character in D&D Beyond, you can go to create character. Of course, if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, hit the bell, all those things, and we're going to create our character. So we start off, of course, we can go into here, game sources, of course, classes and this, but once you get to the character creation mode, it's pretty simple to find. We go to our standard, start building. And today I think we are going to build just let's go with a monk, a leg monk. Let's call him leg monk, or yeah, leg monk. Yeah, leg monk 1. Call him leg monk 1. Let's give him that. Yeah, legacy monk. So we want to click off all of these. No legacy content. No expanded rules. Just we want 2014, right? This is legacy. Why do we use 2014? Because some campaign books, some books still use the old 5e, so sometimes we want to play those characters again, and they're very fun to play regardless. I'm not going to enable partnered content. I don't want that. I don't do incumbents, so I say that. These are all options for your DM to have a look at. We are going to make him private, public, I should say. We go to monk. Click on monk. Monks use their dexterity and wisdom. Let's add that. We're going to make him a level 3 because most campaigns start at level 3. What kind of things we want our monks to have? Well, we want him to have acrobatics for one, because monks jump around, and acrobatics is a dex stat, and let's have him athletics. Yeah. I like to give my monk bagpipes. Very strange, but there we go. Now you can see monks never get a lot in the beginning because they make up for it in their traditions and their key points and their other levels. So here we can see we've already got deflect missiles at level 3, but now we're going to click on our monking tradition. What kind of subclass do we have? There are various subclasses to pick. We have the shadow, like these are our expanded rules, but we're not going to look at the expanded rules. We're just going to look at the core rules now. We have the shadow is our stealthy monk. For elements is basically Aang from Airbender. He does spells. Open hand is your standard monk. And we are going to pick 4 elements for now, because it is not a typical subclass that anyone would pick. I think it's one of the most unpopular ones, but if you do pick it, this is how I would pick it and how I would choose it. Of course, these are my opinions, but I kind of like 4 elements. I think it's a fun like a monk class. Yeah, so pick 4 elements, right? And then we can click over here the spells that we get to choose. So you can see they all have their like weird names over here, but basically they're spells. They actually tell you this. So if we pick the first one over here, and let's pick Fangs of the Fire Snake. It is you can reach Tendril Strike. You use 1 key point to have Tendril Fang. So it's like Scorching Ray, basically. It does 1 T. Yeah, it's like Firebolt or Scorching Ray. That's what it is there. And you can see you can only pick a few of them now, but they're really fun. So if we pick Thunderous, you cast Thunder Wave, Broken Air. I think this is Feather, Gusts of Wind. Okay, yeah, you can knock them prone. Gale Spirits, Gust of Wind is there. Flowing River, it's creating ice. Yeah, so there's a couple of them. Burning Hands is Cinder Strike. So let's take Burning Hands as one and go through them. And let's take Gale Strike. No, a Broken Air. Broken Air is fine. Let's take Broken Air. Okay, good. All right. Now our background, let's make him a folk hero. Why not, right? Animal handling and survival, all good for a monk, I think. And we could give him brewer's supplies. Again, very cool. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about alignment. If we go to our personalities, let's roll our 2d8, of course. We get a 1 and a 7. I misuse words. So very much like a monk. And then we go down here for our deals, bonds, and flaws. Let's roll our 3d6. Easy way of doing it. 1, 4, and 4. Interesting. So 1, 4, add, and 4. Okay, good. Yeah, monk. Yeah, pretty much. You don't have to go through these. These are just fun. They give you like options, of course. But if you want to make your own up, make your own up. You're allowed to do that as a player. Let's go to our species next. Okay, so what species do we want our monk to be? So we want someone that has dexterity and strength, which is not really something we see a lot of. Maybe a dwarf will have strength, but he will have constitution more. Yeah. Gnome, maybe a rock gnome will have constitution and intelligence, so not really. Health, elf, charisma. What about a half orc? Half orc, it's strength and constitution, not bad, but not dexterity. Yeah, we don't see dexterity in. I could be a variant human. Tiefling, we get intelligence and charisma. The only things we rarely get, maybe halflings, maybe a stout halfling. Yeah, maybe a stout halfling. Let's give stout halfling a try, right? Because at least I get my dexterity. So let's add that. Good. And I get nimbleness and brave and all these things, which is always good. Yes. Okay. Now, if we go back here, now again, we're going to choose our ability scores, and let's just pick standard array for now. If we go to our class again, remember, monks, we go here, they get proficiency, they get unarmed defense, but a monk is, they get the constitution. I'm trying to think. A monk uses their wisdom and dexterity and strength. Yeah, there we go. Your AC is your wisdom. That's what I was looking for. Your AC is your dex plus your wisdom modifier. So we do want someone that's a bit more wise and dexterous. We don't have to have a lot of strength in our monk because we do use our dexterity and wisdom also for that. And we definitely don't have to have charisma. So if we want to have our standard array, we know our charisma could be our lowest, right? We don't need charisma for a monk. And we know our dexterity is going to increase by 2. So let's increase this one by 14. That means our dexterity is already 16. Constitution is going to be increased by 1. So why don't we increase that by 13? Gives us a 14. Our wisdom can be 15, which is really good. And our strength can be 12 with our intelligence at 10. I like that for my monk. Yeah, that's good. And yeah, that's quite good. I like that aspect. We get a lot of different things, and we're healthy, and we can use our wisdom. Our wisdom and our dex are the highest with our strength. Yeah, I think that's quite good. Now, of course, we go to the equipment, and we don't have to add any equipment. I am going to add like a short sword, but monks primarily use their fists. They don't use their short swords. And then we're going to add a dungeoneering pack with a calligraphy set, like a tool of our choice, right? I'm just going to add our equipment there. It's going to load nicely. Okay, good, good, good. We don't have to wield anything, of course. We don't have to wield anything there. And we go, yeah, view the character sheet. Let's have a look. What does our monk of 4 elements look like? Well, there we go. I can move at 35 feet because monks get extra movement, of course. My acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, they're all good. My unarmed strike is 5 plus 1. I've got fists of unbroken air, which is my also from my 4 elements, right? They can make a strength saving throw of 12, which is really good. Yeah. And there's my unarmed strike. It's plus 5, which is really good. Yeah. It's plus my wisdom modifier is very cool. Very cool. Yes. Everything is there. My spells, burning hand. There it is. Not a lot. See, I don't have any spells, but this is what we get when we have 4 elements. They just tell us it's burning hands. And there we go. So that's our monk legacy build. It's not super complicated to build it. Our key points are down here. I like the 4 elements. Of course, you more than welcome to pick any monk you want, but you know, if you're gonna pick a monk on legacy, it's really fun. I actually enjoy the monks more on legacy than the newer D&D 1 stuff, but They're really fun to play. And if you're going to add a feat, what feat would I choose for a monk? Well, there's always my favorite feat, of course, is alert, +5 to initiative and can't be surprised. But also for a monk, we can go all the way down here. Mobile is always a good one, because then my movement speed is increased by 10 feet. And when I make a melee attack, like most monks would, you don't provoke attacks of opportunity. So a mobile is always a good one for a monk also. But yeah, that is our monk, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe. Of course, I am DM Rhino. I make these videos to help out newer players, older players, everyone in between. Or if you just want to watch a quick how-to, right? Until then, have a wonderful day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Cheers, everyone.